Same move with two different gimbal modes. Your Pocket 4 has 4 of these and most people never leave the default. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one to use and when. So quick foundation first. The Pocket 3 has a 3-axis gimbal, which basically means it stabilizes across 3 directions: the tilt, pan, and roll. That's what keeps your footage smooth even when your hand isn't. The gimbal modes just change which of those movements the camera follows and which it locks. So that's the whole concept. Now let's go through them. Alright, first, follow mode. So if you slide down on your settings, you're going to see this setting right here, which is for the gimbal. You'll see here the different gimbal modes. So follow mode, this is the default. It's basically like an all-purpose mode. When you pan left or right or tilt up and down, the camera smoothly follows, but it keeps the horizon level no matter what, so your shot never tilts sideways. And this is the most natural feeling mode and the one you'll use the most. So like for vlogging, walking around, travel, selfies. And honestly, if you're not sure which one to pick, this is the one I personally start with. You can always go to this and always get good results. Next up is the tilt locked mode. In this mode, the camera only follows side to side. The up and down tilt is locked. So even if your hand bobs up and down, the camera keeps aiming straight ahead. So this one is one you would use for like a lot of movement. So if you're like jogging, walking forward, or anything where you want the framing to stay rock steady on the horizon while your body moves, this is the setting that you're gonna want to be on. And then next up is FPV mode. So in FPV mode, this one loosens up all 3 axes of the gimbal. So the camera will move more freely and follow your motions for like a more dynamic and immersive feel. So it's kind of like you're right there in the action. So you would use this when you want energy and movement in your shot. So if you have like fast movements, you would definitely want this one. Not really when you need like something clean and steady. I also want to mention one quick tip. If the gimbal is ever like off center, you can double tap the joystick here and it'll just basically recenter it, and then you'll be back in business. This fourth mode is the newest one and its name trips everybody up. On screen it shows up as FPV and this weird upside down T symbol. And that symbol is actually just a math sign. It just means perpendicular, which is just a fancy word for right angle. So you actually say FPV Perpendicular. DJI added this one in a software update after the camera came out, so you won't find it in the original manual. So here's what it actually does in plain English. When you turn the camera on or recenter it in this mode, it will basically square itself up to the screen that holds the angle. So the payoff for this mode is low shots. So if you ever try to film something on the ground or get like a top-down look, so say you're like walking and you have it pointed down just like this, you know you're gonna end up with like some weird position and your wrists are gonna hurt after a while. So this FPV perpendicular mode lets the camera follow your hand down to those angles naturally. So you're getting like a clean top-down or close-up shot that takes way less effort. And then when it comes to like recentering it, it will go in the direction where you're pointing. So like in this way, it's automatically gonna go down. FPV Perpendicular is your go-to for low angle and top-down shots. Real quick, if you don't want to memorize what each of the 4 gimbal modes do, I put it all in a 1-page cheat sheet that's available in the description below. It's a free download, just let me know where to send it. But with that said, let's get back into the video. So this next feature is actually a handy one that most people never find, and that is gimbal lock. So press and hold the little joystick up here on front and it will lock the gimbal in its place. So let's just say I have the gimbal. Let's just like point it off like that, so it's kind of pointing in that direction. If we press and hold this joystick up front, it's gonna lock the gimbal in this way. And you can see there's a little icon that pops up near the battery in the top right, and basically that's how you know that the gimbal's locked. So if I move the gimbal and stuff like that, notice how it's itself locked in that position even though I'm moving. It's great when you want a fixed locked off frame, like sitting up for a steady shot in one spot without the camera trying to relevel itself. So this next section is going to be talking about the speed settings for the joystick and the gimbal itself. So if you swipe down on your settings, just like any other setting here, you're going to see this one here as like a person like running, and it's going to control the rotational speed. And here we have slow, default, and fast. So in rotational speed, this one controls how fast the camera catches up when you move. So when you have it on its slowest speed here, the camera will ease into the movement more gently. So it's more smooth, slow, and cinematic. And if you put it on its fastest setting, it will then snap to your movement right away, which is better for fast action where you don't want any lag. Default is gonna be in the middle of those two. And for the most part, I keep mine on default because, you know, it's a good balance. In addition to the rotational speed, there's also the joystick speed. So obviously, you know that you can control the gimbal with this joystick here. So if we swipe down and go into the settings, and then we scroll down until you see a setting called joystick speed, we're gonna tap on that, and you're gonna have the option to change two different settings in here. One being the zoom and the other being the gimbal. Basically what this controls is how fast you want the gimbal to move when you move the joystick. So at 5, that's about how fast it moves. And if we drop it down, let's just say to 1, pressing up, notice how much, way more slower that was. And if we like crank it up, let's just see its max, much faster. So I just keep it at a nice middle ground, but at 5 because that's not too slow but also not too fast. So that's what the joystick speed does. So here's a whole summary of everything we talked about. There are 4 gimbal modes, and they each are meant for certain situations. Follow for everyday shooting, tilt locked for walking and movement, FPV for dynamic action, and FPV Perpendicular for point and shoot and top down. To switch between them, swipe down and tap the gimbal icon on this menu. 2 more tricks worth remembering: press and hold the joystick to lock the gimbal in place when you want a fixed, steady frame, and in the settings you got 2 speed sliders. Gimbal following speed for how fast the camera chases your movement, and joystick speed for how fast you want the gimbal to move or to zoom. Slower for smooth and polished shots, faster for when you're chasing action. The best way to learn all of it is to try each one with the same shot, and that's honestly the fastest way to feel the differences. So if this video was helpful for you, this is actually a single video in a larger like beginner's guide for the Pocket 3 series. So if you guys want more videos regarding the Pocket 3 and how to use it, click on the video on screen right now, and I'll see you guys there.